Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am all Sublime, and we're back playing some Gloomhaven. We just finished up doing the Mountain Pass scenario, unlocking Icecrag Ascent and Echo Chamber, and getting a level up here on our Mind Thief. So first things first, let's go do our city encounter. Can do this really quick. You were walking across the silent bridge, headed toward the sleeping lion to get a quick meal, when you see a quattrel standing in front of a small cart laden with plates of food and curious contraptions. Come try the delicacies of the East, the quattrel barks. Food enhanced with science. Flavors beyond your wildest imagination. So we can either stop and try the food, or just continue on our way to a less adventurous meal. We're going to not enjoy this food. After a quick glance at the cart, you are not even sure how you would go about eating most of the food. Best to play it safe in these situations and stick to what you know will fill you up cheaply. So, now we'll level up our Mind Thief. Mass Hysteria and Frozen Mind are the cards that we're unlocking here. Mass Hysteria, very good card. Frozen Mind is like an interesting card, potentially in the future, but Mass Hysteria is going to be more generally good right now. So we'll take Mass Hysteria. And now that we're level 5, we've unlocked the solo scenario for the Mind Thief. We'll do our perk really quick, which is going to be Dust, removing a bunch of these plus zeros from the deck. Now, in the original board game, for the solo scenarios, you had to be Gloomhaven Wealth level 3 and have retired at least 2 characters in order to actually do the solo scenarios. That was kind of the rules. The digital game not only changed some of the solo scenario items, but also has gotten rid of that restriction. This means as soon as you hit level 5, you've unlocked the solo scenario and you can go do it. Um, the solo scenarios are very difficult in general in comparison to normal scenarios, both because you only have one mercenary, which means you can't do as much kind of combo-y stuff together, and it also is more difficult because they're just designed to be very, very challenging and test your ability to really do all the different things that a particular mercenary is capable of doing. With that in mind, we're going to do this, even though we're much weaker than we ordinarily would be going into this scenario. Just because I want to make sure you guys can see all the solo scenarios in this campaign, and we're probably never going to make another Mind Thief after this one retires in a few scenarios. And so I just want to kind of get it done and show you the scenario. Now, if we look at our cards, we're going to need to make a few tweaks for this scenario. First of all, we're going to get rid of Feedback Loop, and we're going to get rid of Cranium Overload, picking up Mass Hysteria, and picking up Parasitic Influence. Parasitic Influence is extremely important for this scenario. We're also going to take a quick trip to the Merchant, and we're going to buy a Minor Power Potion for our Mind Thief. Our Mind Thief is, you know, level 5 now, so it's got access to a third small item slot, and Minor Power Potion is actually extremely important for the solo scenario with how we want to do it. So that kind of gets us set up and ready to go. I'm also going to... I don't know if you can donate to the Temple of the Great Oak after doing the scenario, and like before and after, um, with your other characters. But just in case you can, I'm going to donate with both the Spellweaver and the Cragheart, just to try to get as much donation going to the Temple of the Great Oak as possible. I want to unlock the devotion stuff. Anyway, that's enough to get us ready for this. This should be a pretty quick scenario, so we're going to kind of blow through this really fast, and we're going to actually set the difficulty down. I'm actually going to set the difficulty here to normal, so +0 effectively, because the scenario is just so challenging at this stage of the game. There's just no realistic way for me to do it on +2. I've tried to do it on +2 with the Mind Thief where it is, and I just, at this point, I think it is literally impossible. And so we're just going to go on +0 to kind of show you the scenario and kind of get it going. So let's go do this.
Help us. You wake up from a nightmare in a cold sweat. Somewhere deep beneath the city, your rat allies are in pain and they need your aid.
Let's go help some rats.
You grab your gear and race through the dark tunnels of the sewer, heeding the swarm's psychic call. They've been imprisoned by some malicious force, and their will is being used in a dark ritual. You must set them free. The calls are getting close when you run into an open chamber and encounter a group of your brethren. Sickly-looking vermling scouts holding an oddly defensive position to protect the door behind them. You ask what they're doing here, and their words are also defensive. Well, you've no qualms about slaying them to aid your friends.
Don't get in the Mind Thief's way. The Mind Thief will destroy you. Just taking a quick look here at these cards, making sure everything is good here. Everything looks good. Everything looks good here. And we'll get into it. Hopefully this episode shouldn't take more than 20 to 30 minutes to get done. We're going to blast this really quickly. So, first things first, we're going to want to do Mass Hysteria and Brain Leech. I think we will want to stand here, just so we're in range of everything if we need to, if they don't move on their first turn. Okay. So, Brain Leech first. And we'll skip the attack. Just want to get strengthened here. And then we will do our Mass Hysteria using the +1 for the Minor Power Potion. So we're doing attack 2s with Strengthen on 4 different guys, hoping to kill at least 3, ideally 4 of them. And we are successful. Now we'll go Perverse Edge and stun one of these and Hostile Takeover, hit the other one. Hopefully, given you know, the fact that we have Strengthen, we'll get both of these kills. So first we will Perverse Edge this guy. And then also take over this guy. And that is nicely successful there. Now walk up here to this guy. Heal off our poison, hit him to get a little bit more healing in. I'm actually somewhat tempted to Scurry Bottom, but that would be kind of bad, so we're not going to do that. We will just Feedback Loop and Frigid Apparition.
You hurry through the door, and a wave of noxious fumes hits you with full force. Your mind reels as you realize some foul magic is afoot. You must stop it.
Yep. And yeah, get over to the other side of this. And this is why Parasitic Influence was very important. As soon as you open the door, you take 5 damage and get poisoned. And then at the end of each round, you get poisoned again. And if you're already poisoned, you take 3 damage. And so because of this, we kind of have to put ourselves in a position where we're constantly healing every round to get rid of that poison. And Parasitic Influence allows us to do that. So we'll whack that, heal up some more. this thing. Heal up a little bit more. We'll discard the Parasitic Influence and Long Rest. The Long Rest heals us for 2, so that'll clear the poison for this round. And we'll get rid of Mass Hysteria, which is no longer needed. And then we once again need to do Parasitic Influence. And we can do Brain Leech as our bottom. So first whack. Heal ourselves for 2. Then another whack. And heal ourselves for 2 more. So we're just clearing out these altars, trying to heal ourselves up to full health before we enter the next room. It's the Mind's Weakness here. And then we can do Frigid Apparition. And what's our bottom? Perhaps Emphatic Assault. Okay. Smells for 2 here. So now the question is whether we go in now, which I think we probably want to do. Yeah, let's do it.
Coughing and retching, you push into a suspicious alcove where you find 3 more vermlings deep in meditation, giving you just enough time to recover from the fumes before they notice you and approach with menace.
Okay, so these guys are attacking and doing their thing. So, which Vermling Scout is which? So you're number 2, our Shaman, and then you're number 6. So you're gonna go first. So if I go here, you'll move 1, 2, 3, and have range. Right, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you'll move 1, 2, 3 here and have range. But if I move here, I won't hit this guy. So I think we're just gonna have to kind of do this. Except that we're gonna get hit by both of those guys. Oh, shoot. I meant to, crud. I actually meant to get the Parasitic Influence back. That's a bit of a problem. Sure, we can burn Feedback Loop. So we need this, and we'll use this as well. Okay. Obsession, scurry. Scurry. So we'll do Perverse Edge and Parasitic Influence is fine. Nice. Get all of the negatives out of the deck. And of course we draw a curse there as well. That's cute. Give ourselves a little strengthening. And stun him up. Looks like he's not doing any range attack, so we can just move back here and immobilize him. Short rest this. We really don't want to lose Frigid Apparition. It's a better card to lose. So we step forward. And we're just kind of trying to keep him permanently stunned. That's sort of the idea, just never let him get an attack off on us. Get back the Frigid Apparition. But yeah, we're basically just chain running stuns back to back to back to back as much as humanly possible. Yeah, we can burn Brain Leech. And that does it. Now he's dead. Nice and easy.
With the dark ritual finally put to rest, you feel a sense of relief from the rats wash over you. They begin to crawl out of various hiding places and swarm you in celebration. You feel your bond with them grow stronger, and the blade you wield surges with power.
Got ourselves a little money, did a bunch of dam. Overall, great run. So we got our psychic knife. That's our solo item for the Mind Thief. Now I want to take a look, and yeah, it looks like we can actually donate once again to the Temple of the Great Oak on our guys. So we'll do that on the Mind Thief as well before the next scenario. But as you can see, we get the Psychic Knife here. Anytime you activate a new augment, add +2 attack to the entire action, which is a wonderful item. Doesn't do a whole lot, but you know, it's something. Um, we actually can't sell this in the digital version. Apparently, in the base version, you actually can sell this item. Um, but yeah, I guess you can't in the digital version. That's interesting. Good to know. Thank you for watching. That kind of covers the solo scenario for the Mind Thief. Have a wonderful day.